On today's 20 for 20, we will look at this holiday season, consumer ready. Are you? How will it benefit your store? Let's see how Nike Santa Monica prepares to be consumer ready this 2012 holiday season.
On today's show, we will look at how to be consumer ready for this holiday season. Here at Nike Santa Monica, athletes are always ready. Scheduled, on time, making sure they have their lanyard, and making sure they have the walkie-talkie ready to go. Every morning, along with doing all that, they get together and have their huddles that present goals, information, launches, and more importantly, interactive fun games to get the party started. But to understand how to be consumer ready this holiday season, we all understand that it all begins with a big game plan. Putting together a schedule, putting together a zone chart, and what better way to explain this as our guest, Garrett Carter, as the lead, presenting and talking about what it is about having zone charts, breaks on time, and lunch on time. Check it out. Mr. Garrett, zone charts, why are they important?
Zone charts are important because it lets everyone know where they're supposed to be on the floor, at what time, and make sure the consumer gets that premium service in each department.
What about breaks? So we know we have breaks. What about breaks?
Breaks are 15-minute breaks. You get 2 of those depending on your time that you work throughout the day. 2 15-minute, 1 hour break. 15-minute breaks are important because if you take a longer break, the next person's break gets pushed back, and then we don't have that coverage on the floor that we might need for a certain department.
And schedules. Why should they always check their schedules?
Schedules are important also. If someone gets a time mixed up, we might not have anyone. Say, for instance, there's 2 people at cash drop. If those people get their times confused, we don't have any cashiers. We have to pull somewhere else in the department, and we don't have the coverage. And again, the consumer misses that premium service, and we're scrambling to get coverage from the second floor or have to call another athlete in to cover their schedule.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Garrett.
No problem.
Coming up on 20 for 20, we look at the importance of your lanyards, walkies, and interacting in huddles. Brought to you by Rolando's Handshakes. Welcome back. As you can see, being on time, making sure your schedule right, making sure that you're taking your break on time, and getting back from lunch on time, it's all part of the bigger picture here at Nike Santa Monica for the holiday 2012 season. But there's a bigger picture. We need to understand about communication. So as we talk about communication, we have right now on the phone via cell phone Santa Monica's own 2011 MVP of the year, Aaron Matthews, on the cell phone. Aaron, thank you for calling in and being here live on NACN Films 20 for 20. Now, tell me in your own words why it's so important to have a walkie-talkie.
It's important to wear your walkie this holiday season so we can all communicate effectively and efficiently, especially for back-of-house stock checks when you're looking for an item for a customer. We would need a brief description of the item as well as the style number and color code, not just the style number and the color code. We would like a description of what it is, what size you're looking for, and maybe something that describes the item and can help us identify it quick and easily in back of house. It makes our job easier finding that piece, and it makes your job easier by getting it to the customer quickly and very efficiently.
Aaron, I wouldn't agree with you more. It's very, very important to have your walkie this holiday 2012 season. But what else would you say, just to finish up the phone call, is there any other advice that you would say as far as using the walkie-talkie that you would say day in and day out through Thanksgiving all the way through the holiday season? What else would you add to it just to conclude this phone call?
The walkies are not for play, side chatter, and or unnecessary comments to other coworkers. We need to keep all that chitter-chatter to line 2. Line 1 will be open for stock checks, anything that needs to be communicated from managers to managers, or from managers to athletes, or athletes to athletes. We would not like any horseplay, any randomness, or any crude and unwanted comments on the walkie. The walkies are for business, and we mean business here at Nike Santa Monica.
Coming up for 20 for 20, we look at the importance of your lanyard, and coming up after that, huddles and bringing Nike to life. Brought to you by Rolando's Handshakes. Nike Santa Monica. You know your schedule. Always on time, clocked in, walking on. You hit the floor now and bring Nike to life. Begins with the consumer. Lanyards. Very important to have it on to allow consumers to know your name. As Athlete of the Year for 2012, Tony speaks on lanyards. Alright, so we're here live with Tony, our 2012 Athlete of the Year. Tony, why is it so important this holiday season to have our lanyards on?
Always need to have your lanyards on. You always want to greet customers and let them know your name in case they need anything. Always want to tell them your name, always boost up NPS, so make sure they know your name and you can always serve them to the fullest.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate making sure that every day, every athlete has a lanyard on?
It's got to be a 10, man, mandatory. You need to have that lanyard on. You need to help out with NPS. Make sure customers know about the survey. Make sure you're serving them to the fullest and they're giving good feedback, good comments on the survey.
Nice. So for you personally, why do you love to have your lanyard on?
I mean, unfortunately, I don't have a lanyard right now, and I'm trying to get one, so I keep borrowing everyone else's lanyards. So Diana, please make me a lanyard.
There you go. You got it. Thank you. Brought to you by Rolando's Handshakes. Welcome back. Here now we have one of our MVPs of the months this year, William Fowler, our digital expert, to speak further about being consumer ready on the floor. State your name.
William Fowler.
And how long you been working for the company?
I've been working for the company since we opened up this store, about 2 years now.
So to be consumer ready at the digital station, what does that mean?
Being consumer ready is pretty much being mainly focused on each individual device that you have at the station. Fuel band, sport band, GPS watch, pretty much everything. So you want to be well known about it, well educated on the pricings of them, and then just let the consumer know the daily devices and what they can do.
So before you get ready on the floor, what is a basic day for you? What do you have to get ready?
Number one, I take my crack, which is 3 shots of double espresso, bomb.com. Then put my walkie on, and of course, get my own iPhone out here on the floor so I can let these people know what these things do.
How do you use the iPhone? What's it for?
The iPhone's for my fuel band, so make sure I always have my fuel band on. Also my GPS watch connected to Nike Plus, so I can show them the whole spiel of how Nike Plus works.
So for you, if you were to tell everybody across America, all the stores, what it is to be consumer ready, what would you say?
To be consumer ready is to have your thinking cap on 24/7 and knowing all the basics of our Nike digital devices.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Brought to you by Rolando's Handshakes. What better way to have fun this season than huddles to start the day? Let's take a look again with Athlete of the Year 2012, Tony, why he is the king of huddle participation and a wonderful example of that. Tony, why are huddles so important?
Morning huddles, you got to be ready for the day, got to start the team off right, get everyone pumped, get everyone ready to work.
So you would say, what are the key learnings in huddles?
Key learning is you learn about all the business that we did in the following day and all the business that we need to do for that day.
And why do we have to have a lot of energy and just really involved in huddles?
You need to be really involved, need to act like a team and be ready to go for the consumers that are coming in and be ready to go. Just ready for the consumer, ready to serve them to the fullest and make sure they have a good journey throughout our store.
So what was your best experience being part of a huddle?
My best experience in a huddle, probably taking a very, very nice swim early in the morning, doing a nice little flip, stretching it out, getting ready for work.
All right, let's check the video out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we're here live in Santa Monica. We got the whole staff right here. Everybody representing. Here we go. And our athlete, Mr. Tony, about to take a nice drench right about now. This guy is completely dedicated for the cause. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. On hand. Oh! He just did a flip! There he is, guys. There he is. Right there. Coming out. Coming out. Coming to you live right here.
Live, breathe, and preach consumer ready. Huddles need to be fun and informative. Doors need to open right on time. And the athletes focus, well, they need to service the consumers. Thank you for tuning in today. Stay classy, Santa Monica.